Hey guys, welcome back. Today we will be seeing about the working and modeling of the Omniwheel bot. And this time I'm going to show you guys how I approached this project from beginning to till now. So I initially just wanted to build a bot which can move in X and Y direction simultaneously. So my first step in building a bot is wheel selection. Wheeled mobile robots employ either conventional wheels that do not allow sideways sliding or wheels that allow sideways slidings through the use of rollers around the rim of the wheel, such as the Omniwheel and the Mecanum wheel. The principle behind the Omniwheel and the Mecanum wheel is same, but they differ in the direction they allow free sliding. The rollers on the Omniwheel allow free sliding in the orthogonal direction, but the Mecanum wheels allow free sliding at an angle of 45 degrees relative to the driving direction. I will focus on robot using Omniwheels in this video. Next, we need to figure out how the bot moves. So what I did was drew a simple diagram of the bot and started finding the distance covered by each wheel. And that's when I found out that for forward and backward motion, only the left and right wheel has to move, and the front wheel need not move. And for the sidewards motion, all the wheels are required to move. Based on the way robot moves, they can be classified as autonomic and non-autonomic drives. When a system's controllable degree of freedom is equal to total degree of freedom, we call it an autonomic system. For example, if we take our Omniwheel bot, it has 3 degrees of freedom and it can move in X and Y direction and rotate about its center point. When a system's controllable degree of freedom is less than the total degree of freedom, we call it a non-autonomic system. A car is the best example. It has 3 degrees of freedom, but it can only move in Y direction and rotate about its center point. These are different types of wheel configuration we can do for a 3-wheeled robot. This is a car which is a non-autonomic system. For this to reach from right to left, it has to change its orientation first, then accelerate towards the required position. But in the case of Omniwheel bot, it can directly move in the X direction without changing its orientation. So this is the equation which governs the movement of all the 3 motors. And how did I get them? Simple. By doing some trigonometric stuff, forming a matrix, drawing a vector diagram, deriving the force equation, taking inverse and doing several calculations and some hardware changes, and coding and debugging, and after several coffees, mixing them all together, after a week's time I ended up with this. This is the basic diagram of our bot. The motors are placed at 120 degrees apart. The force is acting perpendicular to the center of the bot, so when dissolving the forces into X and Y axis, we must take this into account. We will be dissolving the forces produced by 3 motors into Fx, Fy and Fw direction and sum up the forces in each direction. So before going into the equations, I want you all to recall this basic trigonometric formula where you can dissolve the hypotenuse into X component by multiplying it with cos theta and Y component by multiplying it with sin theta. So now I have dissolved the force components and added them. Since the force is acting perpendicular, we need to add another 90 degree to the theta values. Then I converted the equations into matrix and substituted the theta values. Now I took the matrix from RHS to LHS by taking an inverse. After taking the inverse, we can observe that we got the equation to find the output required for each motors to execute a motion. In my case, X, Y and W are the inputs, R, L and F are the outputs. When you substitute those variables, you will get the equation used in my code. And for people who prefer complicated diagrams and equations like this, you can refer the 13th chapter of this book. I will leave the book's link in the description. I just created a small test track to test my bot and to understand the bot's mobility and steerability. As you can see, the OmniWheel bot can easily move through the track when compared to the traditional car. I will talk about the hardware and coding part in the upcoming videos.